Hello, my Aquarius friends, the most misunderstood sign of the zodiac. Let's see what messages the universe has for you today. I really love Aquarius people. They are bold, never afraid to be themselves. I've had lots of great friendships with Aquarians over in the past. Ace of Pentacles. You have a new adventure coming with money. You have a new idea. It's something creative and abundant that is going to be good for you. Let's see. What messages do you have for the Aquarians tonight? Yeah, this is the Six of Pentacles. It has to do with balance, and maybe you're feeling something. It looks like this might end up being a little bit of a financial read, but we'll see where it goes. You have something that maybe isn't quite balanced right now that needs balancing financially. So maybe it's time to budget or watch your money a little bit more cautiously. We have Seven of Cups with the Ace of Wands. Oh, it may not just be a financial reading. Looks like you have a lot of choices with new excitement coming, new sparks of creativity. You have a new idea that needs blossoming. Maybe you have a lot of new ideas. And maybe it's time for you to pick one and go with it and see what happens. But whatever it is, it looks like it's going to be lucrative and it's going to balance some financial energies. You've got to temper your spending. Got to tell you, temperance comes out with the devil. That means you are maybe addicted to spending more than you should lately, and maybe that's why you know something is not balanced there. You have to be really careful right now financially. Eight of Wands. If you are waiting to hear about something, maybe related to this new business venture or new business idea or whatever it is, it's going to happen quickly, usually in a form of written communication. So maybe you're waiting on an email, maybe you're waiting to hear back from a prospective client, a prospective job. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. You really, there's something financial going on for you. You are juggling a lot right now. You are maybe it's the juggling of the different ideas. Not really exactly sure which way to go with that Seven of Cups. But you are juggling, I think you've got it under control, or you're trying to get it under control. You have, here is the Five of Swords. This tells me that you are willing to win no matter what the cost is. But be careful, because if that comes up with a reading with the devil energy, it's a little bit of the energy of, it doesn't really matter who you stomp on to get to the top. And that's not generally your energy. So just be cautious about how much you're willing to risk to win it all in the end. Let's see. We got Queen of Cups. That is emotional stability, and I think you're headed in the right direction, because celebration is coming. So I think this is going to be really good for you. This new idea, this new spark of creativity. Like I said, just be careful with tempering, your spending, and tempering those feelings of whatever it takes to get to the top, because sometimes it's not worth sacrificing who we are for financial gain. Let's see, clarify for me the Three of Cups. What are we celebrating? It's celebration and excitement. There's an excited energy in these cards right now. Oh, wow. You got it again. You got that Five of Swords. You really have to be cautious about how much you're willing to risk. Came out with the Fool. So while the Fool is generally a good card, it's in the sense of fools, rushing in, rushing toward that new idea, rushing toward it. Just be careful about who you may have to step on in the process. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is stable. She's got everything she needs financially. She's the person people go to for financial advice. Lots of material wealth. So I think this could really be a good idea for you, whatever it is that has sparked recently. Just, again, be cautious about the trail you take to get there, and who you might burn bridges with along the way. Sometimes burning bridges are good. It means we build new ones. But we also don't want to hurt anybody in that process. Seven of Pentacles. You're not afraid to put the work in. You are planting the seeds for prosperity. And the prosperity is coming. Seven of Pentacles is a good card. It means you are willing to plant those seeds in, and you'll have the patience to watch them grow. A lot of Pentacles in your read. And I think it's going to be a happy ending. This is that card of excitement and celebration and fanfare. It means you are ready to celebrate all the work that you've put into this and the outcome. You know, you're ready to celebrate with what comes out of it. Let's see what else pops out. This is my Mystic Mondays Tarot. I love this one. Very pretty cards. And always really good energy. Ah, you've got some love prospects coming in too. This is my third read that I have put out for this channel. And at all three times I have pulled the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is love and stability. It's old souls, you know, reuniting. It's the 1111 card. It means that this person that coming in is going to ground you in a really good way. It's an old familiar energy, sometimes even like a love at first sight. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is passionate and exciting, and it could be related to this idea, but it could also be related to this love prospect. This isn't always necessarily a card of love. It's like foundation and home. So you may have all these ideas on how to build that foundation for your home, but just be careful, because sometimes the Knight of Energy rushes in with all spark and excitement and then burns out quickly. So make sure that, you know, I think that's why Temperance was out there before too, that you keep that situation tempered, keep your feelings tempered in it. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is super stable financially. The Knight of Pentacles is heading in the right direction as far as making sure that money is good and money is tight. He knows how to spend well and be thrifty when need be. The Ten of Swords came out. Something tells me that maybe a past business prospect left you feeling stabbed in the back, like something didn't work out. Maybe you left an old job on bad terms, and that's where this new idea came in. Or not even on bad terms, just with bad vibes. And it tends are completions. So that I feel like you're coming out of that cycle of feeling that you were kind of left in a bad spot, whether it be that, you know, you won't use this last job as a reference, or you felt like they didn't appreciate you in the way that they needed to, or they didn't understand why you did things a certain way. Clarify that Ten of Swords, please. Let's see. Oh, we have Six of Pentacles again. That came out earlier. That means that something was not balanced there. You didn't feel that, maybe you didn't feel like you were financially being compensated for the amount of work that you were putting in. And that's where that swords, the Ten of Swords comes out. And that's why it came out, the Six of Pentacles came out right after when we were clarifying it. Because it didn't feel like you were, like things were even. Like maybe what you put in was not what you were getting out of it. Let's see, this flipped. Oh, okay. I feel like you might have gone through a recent heartbreak. And that may have also left you feeling a little bit imbalanced. Maybe that was affecting your work and you weren't giving everything that you had. Maybe that's where a little bit of the imbalance was, to be honest. But because maybe you were very invested in who this person was. Lovers are an old union of energy. So again, like past love. And maybe you came out of that with not feeling so good about yourself, and maybe not even feeling so good about future prospects in relationships. The Strength card just came out after that. You are bold and fierce, and while the Strength card is generally a card for Leo, it applies for you because you have that same kind of ferocious energy when you want something. And maybe you wanted this to work, but you also had the strength to know when it was time to let it go. Whether it be that job, that past love, whatever it was, you found the strength to come out of that energy where you felt the imbalance. And that's okay. Sometimes we need to just move along. The Emperor. The Emperor is intuitive. The Emperor is the embodiment of all of the kings in the deck. It's the major arcana, which represents all of the kings of the minor arcana. The Emperor is stable. The Emperor knows who he is. Everyone goes to him for advice. Everyone looks up to him. And even though you may not be feeling that energy about yourself right now, you have it in you. So you may be looking at job prospects or love prospects where someone is really admiring what you're doing. So continue in that direction, like anywhere else. Go where you're loved, go where you're respected. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is actually like a twin flame soulmate type of an energy. It's a very, very strong bond that you have with someone. I think it's also a card of nostalgia. It means that you are reliving a lot of old experiences and wanting things to be like that again. Maybe you're remembering a really happy time that you had, or a really great job, a really great lover, a really great love, something that you had in the past, and you're trying to almost get it back in some kind of way. Not physically with that same person, the same kind of energy and the feelings that it brought to you. Oh, you got the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, which means you are ready to communicate with someone or about something with no holding back. You will cut through any kind of bullshit and just say it like it is, do it like it is. And that came out with the Wheel of Fortune, which means all of it is in due time. It's destined to be when you're ready. So I think once communication comes in, which before I was telling you, you might have some communication coming in through email or something, waiting on a job. As soon as that communication comes in, you are ready to, it's time. It's time to move forward and go where the universe is taking you, because I think it's taking you to a better place than you were in the past. The High Priestess came out. The High Priestess knows everything. She's super intuitive. She knows how to rely on her intuition. She knows when to follow her gut and to do what needs to be done in order to get to the top. She is very stable. She is very grounded. She is in charge. And everyone goes to the High Priestess to make sense of things. I feel like people are coming to you lately for advice, for communication of some sort. Maybe they're asking for a lot of people are asking for your opinion on things, and suddenly you're feeling more valued than you were in the past, where there was a lot of imbalance before. I feel like you're now getting more of that balance. These came out together, and I feel like they need to be read together. What do we have here? We have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, which are the counterparts to each other. Wands are excitement and new energy. They are creativity. They are it's positive and it's good. They know who they are. They are the life of the party. They want to, maybe you're feeling a little bit more social now, where when you were coming out of that heartbreak, whether it was a loss of a job or a loss of a person before, you're now the life of the party again, and you want to go out and do things and be seen and be heard, and it's good. It's positive. That's really good. The Two of Pentacles. I think you got that before too. Oh, you did. The Two of Pentacles. That's where the juggling comes in. So maybe you're trying to figure out a good balance between work and relationships because you didn't know how to balance that before. But now it looks like maybe you have someone new, or maybe you're already in a fairly decent, stable relationship that is, but you have to learn how to balance your work social life. The dynamic between the two, might be a little bit off and needs you to just kind of pay attention there. Maybe that's where a little bit too much of that spending is happening. Maybe that's why you have to kind of watch a little bit, because it's leading you to overspend because you're trying to overcompensate for some feelings where you're not feeling heard or felt in the right ways. You have Page of Swords. This tells me that that came up actually in my Divine Feminine reading this week. That's the Stalker card. That tells me that someone is paying very close attention to you. Someone is spying, but maybe not in a bad way. Maybe someone is kind of watching you to see if they want to approach you for a relationship or for work, but maybe because you can be a little bit misunderstood sometimes, maybe they're not necessarily sure on how to approach it. So they're watching and trying to figure you out a little bit first. Good luck, because you're not always so easy to figure out. The High Priestess again is coming out with Judgment. Judgment is you are going to your guides and your angels and you are asking for the signs and you're getting them. And the High Priestess, again, remember we spoke about the High Priestess before. She's got the intuition and the inner knowing. So your guides are communicating with you. They are telling you what you need to hear. And I think you're finally starting to listen, as opposed to, maybe you never really try to blend in with the status quo, but maybe you were for a while and you're starting to realize that you don't need to do that anymore, that it's really okay to be you. And I think your guides have been telling you that you don't have to go with the job everybody expected you to, or go with the person everyone expected you to. And you have that inner knowing, and you've been asking the universe to help you, and they are. And it's time to go forward with that new beginning. Let's see, what else do my Aquarians need to know? The Nine of Cups. I think the Nine of Cups is when you are now starting to reap all of the benefits of everything that you put out. You are kind of cashing in on where you put the work out before, and it's coming back a little at a time. Each of those cups, your 9 cups, is full. You're almost at the 10 of Cups, which is ultimate happiness and completing all of the things that you want done. The 9 of Cups is when you're kind of starting to sit back and watch and let it all flow to you a little bit at a time. Let's pull an oracle card for you and see. This is my Soul Truth deck, which lets you know where you need to focus right now to get to the goals that you have. Oh, this one flipped around on me. Oh. From whom can I release my judgment right now? This is what we were talking about. Maybe you feel that other people were judging where you are, and you're starting to learn that none of that matters. It's a matter of you. You know where you need to be and what's right. Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. That's where you're starting to learn how to sit back in that 9 of Cups and starting to welcome all of the good things that are happening for you. You're grateful that the universe is giving you back the work you've put in. Today's soul action. Look at the person you are judging as if you were looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. I think you have more power than you realize right now. And I think you've been putting a lot of work in. You've been trying to let go of the past ways that you're doing things, finding new ways. And I think the universe has been guiding you to this. You're seeing the signs, you're paying attention to the signs, and you're starting to live your truth for yourself. I love you, my Aquarians, and I will see you next time.